For me, God has a different response for us at different times.
Wow.
And could never defend myself by saying, I was right. No, I did the best I could do, and I trusted God's mercy. ISIS was in a trench. They'd come through shooting and killing people, and they were in a trench now, kind of stuck. But the Kurdish army couldn't get them out of the trench. It's very dangerous to go in there. They're going to kill you. And there was a stalemate, and I came up to it, and bullets are whipping over my head, and I thought, I'm not going to go in that trench, because I'll die. Because the first guy in is going to get killed. There's 3 of them in there. Second, it's not my job. It's their job. They should do their job. Third, I'm a missionary, a follower of Jesus. What will God think? Fourth, what will the church think that supports us? They'll say, that guy's crazy. He thinks he's some kind of warrior. I'll lose all my money and my reputation. And finally, I'll be dead. And I asked God, but God, what do you want me to do? And I felt God say, do your best. Do your best. Well, I know how to fight in a trench. To make a not very long story short, it took about 20 minutes. One by one, I was able to finish those guys and live through it. And that's a whole nother story. Now, someone could say, oh, that wasn't God. I don't know. But I know this, that as I started the assault, and I'm not a very spiritual person, this Psalms went off in the back of my head. Psalms kept going in my head as I attacked. I thought, well, wait a minute. If God says do your best, he's with you. What did you expect to hear when you went forward? But his words. So, but at another time, we were in a village, and we'd liberated it from ISIS, and I was with the Kurds again, and I looked and I saw about 200 men at a funeral, and they were crying and furious. I said, what's that about? They said, well, the American airstrike that cleared the way for us to come here, one bomb hit an ISIS position and killed all of them. The next one skipped and hit a house, killed everybody in the house, 8 people. 9-month-old baby, all the way up to 60-year-old man. That's the funeral. Don't go there. This is not an American assault. This is Freedom Rangers, a few of us Americans and Burmese people with the Peshmerga, with the Kurds. And as an American, you go there, they're going to kill you. And I prayed, and I thought, yeah, it'd be an insult just to show up. Hey, I'm an American. But then I prayed and said, Jesus, what am I? You are my ambassador. You know, ambassador has no original thoughts. You take the thoughts from God. Ambassador gets to do it any way he wants. When you follow Jesus, you don't get to make up the words love and justice and truth. God already made those up. How you execute it, it's up to you. God gives us that freedom, but you have to carry his message. And so I thought, okay, live or die, I'm going to go up to these guys. So I had equipment on. I dumped it. I had an AK. I put it down. Because then ISIS would run up to you and blow themselves up. Now, you don't have to fight back, but my whole team would be dead by now. And we didn't feel that's what God had for us. So I dumped everything, but I took my Glock and I stuck it down the back of my pants and put my shirt over it. Because I don't know. I don't have a lot of faith. And I walked up there, and this crowd of men got around me. My translator's like, don't go, don't do it. I said, Shaheen, come. If they'll kill me, they won't kill you. And we went up there, and I said, I'm so sorry for what's happened. I'm sure the American pilot probably has kids, probably in his 30s. And if he knew he killed a family, he'd be heartbroken. And the Americans are very careful, which is true, how they send their ordnance. And I know it's a mistake. Please forgive my country. I'm not an official representative, but I am an American, and I'm guilty as well. And I talked, and they just looked at me with the same thing we'd feel if our kids were killed. And the village stud, there's always a village stud, you know, like the 28-year-old guy with muscle everywhere, he plays every sport. He's looking at me like he wants to jump on me. And I'm looking at him. And to keep this story real, I had one of my volunteers about 50 yards back, American also. I said, hey, Micah, shoot that guy if you jump on me.
Keep that AK.
I said, watch that guy right there. I said, you're going to have to defend yourself. And watch the village stud. And then I was standing there, what do I do? And I kept saying, I'm sorry, and it didn't make any impact. And I finally just got on my knees. And I said, I'm so sorry. I give you my life right now. I've got my pistol in the back of my pants. You can take it out and shoot me. I will not resist. I have no time to ask my wife and my 3 kids for permission to give away my life. But it's all I have. And my life is not worth 8 of yours. It isn't. But I have no more than my life. You can kill me. And it's like this, and I was done. It's like, okay, I'm not going to fight anybody. You can take me. This is all I can give you. And the oldest brother of that family who was killed, big Iraqi guy, just picked me up. And tears down his face, he said, we can't kill you. We love you. And I started crying. And the village stud, I looked at him and said, you can kill me. He goes, no. My heart is broken now. And we all began to cry together. I never knew these guys from Adam. They only knew I was an American that was part of this that killed their family. But this is the power But God was there doing something. So when that was over, all we could do is pray with them, pray for the bodies, pray for the souls of the people who were killed. That's Jesus' job, business, not mine. But I can ask for anything. Jesus, please take them to heaven. I don't know what they believed. You don't have to do whatever you want, but I can ask you for anything. I'm your child, and I love these people. And we built a playground in the honor of those people who died, and we gave some money to the family. We became friends. And I just tell those two stories because for me, God has a different response for us at different times.
Wow.
And could never defend myself by saying, well, I was right. No, I did the best I could do, and I trust in God's mercy.